welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I'm Stephanie Rose, and on my channel I post videos about beauty, fashion, lifestyle, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about my brand new phone. I got the iPhone 11 Pro Max. I wasn't planning on upgrading my phone. I was perfectly happy with my iPhone 10. As you can see, it's like in really good condition. I took really good care of it. In this video I kind of wanted to obviously talk about my new phone, but I also kind of wanted to compare the two, just give you guys my opinion about whether it's worth upgrading or not, whether I think this phone is better or, you know, if it's not worth it. Before we begin, if you're not subscribed, then hit that subscribe button and like this video. And without further ado, let's get into this video. So my boyfriend got the new iPhone about a couple weeks ago, and I kind of played around with it just for fun. I was just trying to like explore the new features and especially the new camera, because that's what the new iPhone is known for, is its camera. After like maybe a week of playing with his phone, I wanted to upgrade, mainly because of two reasons. So the first reason is obviously the camera. The camera is much different than previous iPhones. It is so much better in my opinion. So it has these 3 camera lenses, as you've all seen this before. It has a wide lens feature. The photo that you take is like way more zoomed out than you could ever do on any other phone. That was obviously a feature that sold pretty much everyone on this phone, so that's like the very first thing that sold me. And then also with the camera, I compared like the photos that I would take on the 10 with the 11. I took a photo with both my iPhone 10 and then with my boyfriend's iPhone 11, and I would literally hold it like phone to phone and I would compare the quality of the photos. And the quality of the iPhone 11's photos is just so much better than the iPhone 10. It is so much more crisp, so much more clear. The lighting on the photos in iPhone 11 are so much more like brighter. And another thing that I like was just like, okay, that's it, I have to get it, is the battery life of the iPhone 11 is really good. So I'm gonna actually put up a couple photos that I took. It was just like a random photo of my parents' backyard, but it was like a bunch of bushes. One I took with my iPhone 10 and then one I took with my iPhone 11. So it might be hard to tell because it's just so much leaves and stuff. If you kind of focus in on that bush in the front and look at the iPhone 10 and then compare it to the iPhone 11s, you can tell that the iPhone 11s is more crisp. It's more clear. The lighting is like really bright. Another difference, if we're talking about like the overall appearance, is that the iPhone 10 have that glossy back, whereas the new iPhone 11 has a matte back. And this gold is a lot more gold than the iPhone like 10 and iPhone 8. That like I think they called it a rose gold. It looked more like a pale pink, but this is like a true gold. My case, by the way, if you are curious, is by Casemate. I got it from the Verizon store. I ordered it online with my phone. I'm going to show you guys what is on my phone. So here is my phone. So here is my home screen, and I try to keep all my apps in folders. I have a lot of apps, but I try to keep them all organized in folders. So on my home page, I have just your typical apps on the top. I have settings, contacts, clock, and there's my calendar, App Store, iTunes, Safari. Next, I have my notes. I have the weather, FaceTime, music. So I have SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Shazam, and Spotify. I don't really use these apps as much as I used to. I know everyone has a Spotify account. I'm probably one of the only people that does not use Spotify that much. I use Apple Music. Then for travel, I have a few, just my Maps, Uber, Lyft. Park Mobile is like the app where you, what's it called? Pay for parking. I have Waze, which is the best navigation app. Bird. Have you guys ever ridden those Bird scooters around the city? Oh my gosh, they're so fun. And then Gas Buddy. I've talked about Gas Buddy and Get Upside, and I think my like money saving video. Put your zip code in and it'll show you like where the cheapest gas is around you. It's a really good app if you want to save money on gas. Get Upside is where you print out your receipt from when you get gas, and then you scan your receipt and you can get cash back. So my phone is still new, so I actually need to sign back into all my accounts. So I'll do that another day. Extras is just random stuff. So the one thing they changed with that software update is that the Find My Friends, it used to be like 2 little stick figures walking. It's now Find My. I have my social media folder, and I have Pinterest, YouTube, Messenger I don't use, but just in case I need it. Bitmoji. What does my Bitmoji look like? This is my Bitmoji. This is what she is. Facebook, Snapchat, and YouTube Studio. YouTube Studio is like a really good app for if you have a YouTube channel, you can keep track of how many followers you have or subscribers. Like you can check like how many views you have and like your analytics. It's like really good to check analytics. So if you have a YouTube channel, that's a great app to have. And I have my camera and my photos. So next I have my Verizon. That's just for me to check my like cell phone bill. PNC, that's how I check, unfortunately, my bank account. I have Twitter. LA Fitness is the gym that I have a membership to, which I haven't been there in a while because I have a gym in my apartment and I go to spin class. I never go to LA Fitness, so I actually need to cancel my membership. Slack is an app that I use for work. It's pretty much like Google Chat, if you're familiar with that, but that's how me and my coworkers communicate. Butterfly MX is an app for my apartment building. My apartment is very like well secured. Basically you can like swipe one of these, so that's the main entrance, that's the garage entrance. You can swipe it and the door will just automatically unlock from downstairs. I have Instagram, shameless self-promotion of my Instagram. If you're not following me, it's just X Stephanie Rose. I'll also talk about how I edit my photos. I'll show you guys the apps that I use. And then I just have Starbucks. And then on the bottom, I have my phones and my emails, my texts, and my music. Okay, let's see what music I'm listening to. DaBaby is like my new favorite rapper. I'm obsessed. Good Thing, Zed Kehlani, French Montana, Maroon 5. I Love Boyfriend by Ariana Grande. Yeah, that's my music. Oh, yeah. A-Teens. Anyone remember the A-Teens on this page? Okay, so I don't know what this is. This is called Shortcuts. I think this came with the update. I have no idea what this is. Allstate is my car insurance. Okay, next is the news app, which I never use, but I do get the like push notifications on my phone from like CNN, NBC. If I'm interested in a story, then I'll like swipe and click on it and read it. But other than that, I don't go into the news app. Then I have my sports app. I have At Bat to watch baseball, and then I have Sunday NFL Ticket to watch football on the go, and then I have ESPN to like check general scores. And then I have my health app. I actually made a like my favorite health apps video if you're interested in seeing that, so I'll link that if you are. The health app I don't really use that much, but sometimes I want to check my like steps I take. So I haven't even set, like I have to reset this because I got a new phone, but it's good to like track. You can track how many steps you take, so that's really good. Someone is being so loud in my hallway, can they not? I am recording a video. Moving on, I have my watch app for my Apple Watch. Again, it's probably, yep, it's not set up yet. My activity app is really great. So if you have an Apple Watch, that's where you can check like to get more details about like how many steps you take, how many like hours you've stood, and like you can check your like workouts on there. Like you can check a lot of things. So if you have an Apple Watch, that's a good app to use. Fujicate, I talked about this in my video, where you can scan barcodes of like food and it'll give you a grade. Like A is great. D is like probably not that healthy for you, so I like to scan that when I'm at the grocery store and I'm shopping. Food Score is just like a way to like log your foods. Workout Women is like a bunch of really great workouts. Lifesum, I have made several videos on Lifesum before. I love this app. It has so many recipes and it just has like a lot of really good ideas for like eating healthy and like counting all of your like calories, your macros, and all that good stuff. So yeah, Lose It is another kind of app just like Food Score. PC is how I try to keep track of my menstrual cycle. Okay, and then next I have my career folder. This is kind of like all my like jobs and like things I use for like work. So I have LinkedIn, obviously, you know, I have a LinkedIn profile. LinkedIn Jobs and also Indeed Jobs. That's kind of how I find jobs when I'm job searching. Glassdoor is what I use to like look up reviews of companies. Google Sheets, I use that a lot for work. Outlook is what I use to check my work email. Google Hangouts is what I used to use at my old job to talk to my other coworkers. And yeah, Dropbox, Google, pretty much that's it. And so here is my photography folder. I have quite a few apps. A lot of these apps I don't actually use anymore. I kind of just have them, but the first one is PicFX, which I still use. So Lightroom is the main app I use to edit my photos, and I can quickly show you guys how I edit my photos. Lightroom is like part of Adobe. It is more of it's mainly a desktop version, like a desktop app, but they do have the mobile version. So what you have to do, or what I did, is I purchased presets, which are basically filters, and I purchased them from Etsy, and then you download the presets into this app, and then that's what you can use to edit your photos. So let me let's see. Let me just do one as an example. This photo right here, me and my friends, we had brunch. So this is what the original photo looks like before. And then this is what it looks like after. So the filter that I use, you go to presets, and these are the presets that you would download. So there's a lot of different ones. There's like this brown coffee one that's clean and bright. That's the one I actually use. And the filter I use the most is actually Travel Blogger. So like for all of my selfies, all of my like outfit photos and travel photos, I like to use that one. So what is a good one that I can use? So this is a good example. So this is a before. This is the original photo of moi. And with that Travel Blogger preset, it ended up like this. And you can customize it. You can do whatever you want with it. So you can like go to light. You can like change the exposure, which is like brightness. You can change the contrast, do whatever you want with it. I like my photos really white, so I like usually try to put that white all the way up. You get the gist. You can customize it however you want, but basically like what's most important is that you get these presets. I have Facetune. Who doesn't use Facetune? Like just, we all use it, admit it. PicFrame for collages I don't use anymore. VSCO, which is an editing app. I don't know what all this VSCO girl talk is. I use it for editing a photo. Storylux is what I use to like kind of make different stories, like kind of like have the little tiny picture frames and stuff. It has all these cool filters. You can like do that, like, I don't know, add a photo. All of these on the top, I don't use Canva. Sometimes I use that to make like Instagram stories. I have Photoshop on here. Unfold I use all the time to make stories for my Instagram stories. So like when I want to like promote like one of my latest videos, I'll use this. They have a lot of really cool templates here. Some of them you have to purchase. I've purchased a few before. So yeah, just like really cool like filters like that. That's really all that I use for my photography. Food, of course, I have a lot of food apps. I don't use McDonald's or Chick-fil-A. I only use that like a long time ago because you got like free fries when you download that. Grubhub, Postmates, Uber Eats. I am a huge Uber Eats person. And Dunkin' and DoorDash. Shopping. I have a few shopping. I have a lot of shopping apps. I have eBay, Like to Know It, Groupon. Ebates is like where you get like cash back when you spend money. Sephora and Amazon are the two apps I probably use the most. Goat is where you can get all the sneakers and shoes. I do have a Poshmark. I haven't used it in a long time. Jeez, I have 500 notifications. I literally never use this app anymore. Oh my god, I had 27,000 followers. Last time I opened this, I had like 5,000. Jeez. Half of these clothes, I don't even know where they are, so I should probably delete the... Okay, I'll deal with that later. Finance, the best folder. Venmo, everyone uses Venmo. Macy's and Nordstrom I have in this folder because I pay... I have a Macy's and a Nordstrom credit card, so I have to pay those bills every month. Mint is a really good app that I talked about in my video about how to save money. It's really great to like check your credit score and to like have all of your bills listed in one place so you can see how much you're paying a month, and you can set budgets for yourself for different categories. PayPal Great Lakes is how I pay my student loans. Things I don't use. I actually do use podcasts. I listen to a podcast a lot more than I used to before. But speaking of podcasts, you guys, there was a podcast by NPR and they took a clip of one of my videos and they played it in the podcast. I wasn't aware of this. No one told me. One of my coworkers was the one that had to tell me.
Phrase that comes up over and over and over.
So guys, today is Sunday, and Sundays mean self-care Sundays. I don't know about you guys, but I love to spend my Sundays doing absolutely nothing. It's my self-care video. So they basically took like clips from a lot of like different YouTubers' self-care videos, and they played it in this NPR podcast. So other than that, I don't use anything here. Oh, okay. This is something that is new. Basically, you can like measure something on here. Okay, so watch. Okay, here we go. So let's just pretend I want to measure. This is my phone case or my phone box. So you press the plus sign. You go straight across whatever you want to measure. You press that again. Oh look, it's 6.5 inches. Basically, it's like your own ruler in here. Next, I have my games, and I haven't played games in a really long time, but I used to be obsessed with like homescapes and gardenscapes. You can like play these little puzzles and then you get points or you get coins, and then you can like buy furniture and decorate a house. Wordscapes is kind of like, what's that called? crossword puzzle. And then Piccolo is a drinking game, super fun. So if you're at a party and you guys want to play a drinking game, I don't condone it, but it's like really fun. And that's really it. Oh, I used to play Sims all the time. I was a huge Sims person, but I haven't played it in so long and they're probably all dead. Honeywell is how I can change the temperature of my apartment. Communication, I have WhatsApp. I don't use these, but I just have them just in case one of my friends leaves the country. Nightlight is when I go to my parents' house and I have to sleep in my old room where there's no night lights and I'm scared of the dark. You can use this and it's just like a big like bright light. Yes, I am scared of the dark. BIOS for my TV, and then lifestyle, I have a couple horoscope apps, and I have Netflix and Jackpot, which is like where you can buy lottery tickets via an app. So you don't have to go to the gas station, you can just buy it like that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in my next video.